Okay, so welcome back to a Lost Cub scene. Another Lost Cub scene that is not gasp and awe and shock at the Batcave. No, we will actually be setting this scene on the outside of the garage that the Sorrento's family owns. Their small property and all that. Where for a while now, there have been texts flying back and forth, kind of on and off over the course of the night. Um, because there's at least two people in the world right now that sleep is kind of a weird thing. Maybe it's because Anton crashed so early the day before, but whatever the case, he is up and he has been texting back and forth with Hazel, and the two of them have gotten into a conversation to the point that he has had to at least once discourage her from, just going and snagging some keys just so she could go out and get some air. So we will start with Anton's car rolling up to the garage in the early wee little hours of the morning.
Yeah, he gets out, ruffles his long hair, well, his scruffy hair, and um, is walking up to it, taking the key to the house out of his pocket, in his usual jacket and jeans.
Nope, he has no issue. He has a key and everything. And let's be honest, even Ambrose has to sleep sometime. So you'll head inside.
He keeps relatively quiet, gently closes the door and all that.
Yep. From what you can tell, no one's really up and about. I mean, you've still gotten periodic texts, but
Just walks to the guest room and just lightly raps on the door.
and seeing as there was not necessarily a forewarning, there's a bit of a light scrambling noise, kind of a what you'd expect from someone being startled. And from inside the room is just, hello? Who's that?
It's me, it's Anton.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the door doesn't lock. Just come on.
Just gently opens it.
And I will one day find another picture of this woman, perhaps a different woman with different colored dreads. But for the moment, this is all I've got. So she's still curled up in the bed. Let's be fair, she probably took the hair darker rather than lighter. It's a lot easier to just throw a layer of dark dye on. So she's laying there with the lights off, all that. The dark hair's all over the pillow. She's all nestled up under the blanket. She just kind of pokes out a couple fingers to wave.
Hauls the bag over his shoulder and walks in. Closes the door gently again so it doesn't make too much noise.
And she'll, roll around under the blanket and just pull it out of the way for him so he can flop in with her.
He does, sits on the bed. Probably taking off his, fucking jeans and just, not just jeans, his shoes and socks and just flops in, jeans and all.
So hey, what's the deal with the bag and all?
I brought some books.
Books?
Yeah, whenever my sister would have get all nervous and flustered and sometimes she wouldn't sleep, I would read her some books and eventually she just relax. So thought it might help somewhat.
And she finally kind of, tentatively rolls herself over and nests up like, no, just kind of hunkers in alongside him, sticks her cheek on his shoulder. Doesn't sound bad.
No, it really doesn't. Look over and smile, scratching the back of his head.
A faint smile in return.
So, this is one I've been recently reading. Reaches into his bag and takes out Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
It's a pretty good book.
Well, I hope so. If it was really shitty and you brought it here to read it,
I'd be pretty disappointed, yeah.
be a pretty dick move.
It would be. That'd be like the ultimate dick move, I think.
I'm gonna read this again just so you hear how terrible it is. Dick move.
Yeah.
Would be a pretty advanced dick move as far as dick moves go.
Be my training for the dick move Olympics.
I think you could win the Olympics with a move like that.
I think I would, yeah.
And yeah, she like squirms in a little more and actually gets comfortable.
You read like 2 or 3 chapters of it.
And yeah, she's got a lot of like, I mean, and it's not that hard to tell. There's some nervous tension. She's not necessarily popping right out to sleep, but she does periodically just kind of drift off for bits at a time. And it's not deep sleep. It's not that good restful sleep, but she kind of gets there. It takes a bit of reading, but she kind of finally seems to ease off, at least for a bit.
Looks over at her. Eventually, when she properly actually wakes up, and she'll see him, sits there, probably a cigarette in his mouth, like a fucking sentinel, watching the door. She'll be able to hear his heartbeat, like da-dum, 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 da-dum.
Yeah, it's just one of those cases where periodically she does it, and finally this time, she kind of blinks a few times sleepily and then just doesn't close them again. She just lays there,
Morning.
just looking off where her head's pointed. Hey.
Look pretty peaceful.
Hmm. Do I?
I mean, I could get used to this.
Hmm.
Set up like a vegetable garden outside. I'll chop wood. You do like the cleaning and stuff. Like, we'll make a pretty effective team.
That's a nice thought.
Any thoughts are important.
It's just kind of a weak smile. It's the I'm kind of trying, but still just mess it up there.
They'll scooch down and so they're like eye to eye.
And she'll reach out and play with his hair a bit because let's face it, it's kind of amusing that it's getting long. So she plays with a couple strands, but
Looks at her.
doesn't
She's
take up
doing
a
it.
bunch of alert action per se.
Just looks at her as she's doing it.
It'd be nice if it was that easy, wouldn't it?
It would, but just because it won't be easy doesn't mean it won't happen.
There's a kind of a non-committal little half-ass shrug. Lets the hand just kind of fall back down on his chest. It's a nice thought, but the world just isn't that good to people like us, is it?
At times, no. Other times, we can get what we want. I'm kind of hoping it works out like that for a change.
I don't think I've ever had a time like that.
This is pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, this right here. But if you look out at all, if you zoom out the lens, it's still just shit.
I know. But one layer at a time. At least right now it's not between you and me.
No, at least there's that.
It makes a difference. You reach up and, but taking his hand in hers, plant the kiss on the top of the hand, the palm,
Well, like on the knuckles or like on the back of her hand or actually on her palm.
on the knuckles.
It's another just kind of soft, weak smile. There's just no oomph behind it, really.
You reach and touch her face very gently, very softly with the back of his hand. We're nearly at the finish line.
It's just hard to believe that things can get better when they never do.
It's only perfectly natural to think like that. I'm not going to tell you not to. In fact, I'm going to treasure the look on your face when you realize it's after coming through. Take a picture and everything.
Okay, that actually makes her grin with a little bit of feeling behind it. And somehow I'll just magically find myself with a house out in the country where you can visit on the weekends.
To start.
The start is having any money, even for a rental, even for more than a motel room.
Well, put his hand in hers, like I said. Nearly at the finish line, and then you can have a start. And then I'll come visit on the weekends.
I don't think fresh starts are as nice as you imagine they are.
Probably not, but part of me thinks that even if it's just a quarter of what you hope for, just that quarter sometimes is the best thing. Because it's your quarter.
I guess.
And I'd rather have just a quarter than nothing at all.
Kind of reaches over and plays with his hair some more. Just fiddling it out of his face. It's long enough for bits to fall in there. Like, not to be total buzzkill, but you realize that even once I'm out of here, Like, my brother and I are going to be living in, well, not my car, I guess. I don't even know what to do about that. But living out of the car until I can get a job
Well, leave
and
that
get
with
him
me.
his meds.
Who knows? Maybe I could find you a job.
What kind of respectable place is going to hire me?
Pulls her in, so she like thumps against his chest. You leave that with me. I'm very persuasive.
Girl with a criminal record?
Very persuasive.
In desperate need of insurance because she has a sick sibling, nowhere to live.
Very persuasive, Danielle. Very persuasive.
I hope you're half as persuasive as you think you are.
If I can convince a girl that I am a decent man after pointing a gun to her head,
Yeah, I feel like decent's a little bit of a stretch. She finally grins faintly again.
but honestly, I imagine the last place you expected to be is in here with me. After what? The first time we met.
Oh, it was the last place I expected to be, even after 3 times we met.
You know what I mean.
Okay, you're persuasive.
How'd you like photography?
What?
Do you have an interest in photography?
I mean, I know how to use the camera on my phone. Or, yeah, I do still have a phone. I know how to use that.
Okay. Nods to himself like, nope, that avenue is not going to work. Like I said, leave him with me.
Do like you're gonna run yourself out of gas just trying to take care of some random girl.
You're not a random girl to me.
Always should be, unless you want to end up as broke as I am. She kind of
Puts a
pokes the end of
finger
his nose.
puts a finger on her lip like so she doesn't finish the sentence. No, none of that. You're not a random girl to me.
Is that just how you think it'll work?
There'll be
I'll end
some
up.
there'll be some negotiations, there'll be some things I'll have to do. Of course, I'm not stupid. But if
I
it
just.
means but if it means getting you safe and somewhere where you can start again, even with a criminal record, yes, then it's worth it. Because you're not some random girl to me.
Kind of shrugs and like shrugs up some more of the blanket up around her shoulders. I don't even know what else I can do.
Well, what were your talents when you were younger? Before obviously being the drug baroness extraordinaire that you are, as he like turns her so her back thumps against his chest. So effectively the spooning position.
Yeah, you nestle her in. Yeah, Baroness. Oh God. I mean, Anton, I don't have some. I mean,
Well,
this isn't a
what
movie.
did
I
you
don't have some secret skill
what did you do in school?
in school.
What were you good at?
I mean, I know how to use a computer. I can sing a little, I can draw a little, but I can't do
Okay.
anything
Okay.
that,
So you can sing a little, draw a little, and you're good at a computer.
I mean, I'm just average, Anton.
Well, just average. We'll see. What did you be when you want? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I'm pretty sure at some point I wanted to grow up and be a mermaid, but I don't think that's going to pan out. Kind of grins back over her shoulder.
Smirking. No, sadly not. As he runs the hands up along her leg.
It gets a bit of like just a playful squirm. It's again, it's very mild. There's a token motion. She settles back down. And I'm pretty sure they batter into your head that you need to be a lawyer or a doctor or a veterinarian.
Me?
No, just people in general. They always tell you things like that.
What did you want to be then, apart from obviously the lady by the sea?
I don't know. I think the mermaid's one I was actually the most honest with myself about. It's kind of an idle nod.
Smirking.
I mean, I went through all the phases. Everyone does. At one point, I wanted to be an archaeologist because I was going to go find dinosaurs, but that's not really how archaeology works. At one point, I was going to go be an astronaut, but yeah, let me tell you, NASA's not going to hire me with a rap sheet like this.
How about your rap sheet?
Um, well, I don't know if you're aware, but I do tend to carry and distribute illegal substances.
Have you been in prison before?
Yes.
For how long? And for what offense? Was this your first time offending, or
I mean, at the risk of being a spoiled sport, can we not go over my rap sheet right now?
in terms of jobs, if you've only done a minor offense and this your first time being busted, in terms of a criminal record, shouldn't be too bad, depending on the crime.
It's not good.
Right. Okay.
Why do you think I turned to a life of crime? It certainly wasn't for the
What
movie
did you
magic
do?
I thought was going to happen.
What did you do?
What do you mean?
Was it drugs?
I mean, yeah.
What type?
I mean, you've seen I sell about everything.
See. How long did you go to prison for?
Not nearly as long as they wanted me to.
How's that?
Good behavior, community service stuff, parole. I made a big old sob story. I mean, it's real, but you gotta have it really hit the heartstrings or go viral or whatever if you want any attention. The whole thing with my brother kind of helped me skim out early on good behavior.
I see, and you got a probation worker?
Well, yes.
You haven't been to see her, have you?
She's several states away.
Hazel? Danielle? Leans back. You on the run?
Yeah.
Oh. She kind of leans back like, huh.
I mean, thankfully it's not a major offense. It's not a thing they're really hunting hard for.
So
But
you're
it's why I
fugitive.
pay for my motels in cash.
So you're a fugitive.
Are you making this sexy right now? Is that what you're doing?
A little bit.
Oh my god.
Come on, you gotta admit, just a little bit.
I mean, I'm a fugitive and you're a potential serial killer. Points guns at random pretty girls. We're match made in heaven.
Oh yeah.
She
To the
just grins.
2014 Bonnie and Clyde.
But yeah, this is pretty much what I know how to do to make ends meet.
Well, give me a bit. Let's see what I can do for you. After all, I am magic.
Are you just gonna go broke, shelling me out of the bad place I'm in?
Yep, heft you over my shoulder and take you with me.
Say, just hope I stick around. And I'm not some sort of master con woman.
I wouldn't blame you even if you were.
I'm not much of a con woman. I mean, unless it comes to selling people drugs that they really shouldn't do and don't need. I'm not dumb enough to do my own fucking shit, but
Well, considering that, you totally fancy me.
do I? I'm grinning back again.
If you didn't, we wouldn't be lying like this.
That's true.
And you told me already.
That does ruin the sense of mystery.
You did say even if you do move, it's gonna be hard not to well, if you're not to try to bring me with you.
Would you even consider actually going?
There's a part of me that would love to.
But you're not gonna do it.
I can't. No matter how big that part is.
So do you just have are damsels in distress your type? Kind of glances back.
Why is that?
Well, aren't you in this whole thing, like the thing that prompted you pulling me aside in the first place because that friend of yours was in trouble?
Yeah. Let's just say when I wanted to grow up, I wanted to be Superman.
How's it working out for you?
Super about me.
Come to think of it though, now that you bring up magic, she finally actually kind of half rolls back towards him. Obviously, she can only twist so far. He's right there behind her. But she's trying to crane around and look at him. What was that stuff you gave me earlier?
That was magic powder of magicness.
She just throws him that look like, really?
It was so magic, it was just magical.
Where in the world did you get that stuff?
From the magic land.
Really?
Yep. The magic land of my cousin Steve. Smirking.
The eye roll.
Kind of nuzzles her face playfully. It's a trade secret, I can't tell you that.
Oh, it's a fucking shame. I'd way rather peddle miracle drugs than this shit.
Well, yeah, I hear you.
Like, really, the bruises are even fading. There wasn't much left.
Well, good. That means you're all better.
Yeah, somehow inexplicably better from what was probably a lot of.
And why are you questioning it?
Because that doesn't happen. That's not a thing. That's how.
Maybe you should just appreciate that I got the good hookup and got you better, and you're okay, and you're alive.
I mean, I am glad that you helped me and that I'm okay and alive. But how could I not want to know?
Maybe some things are just better not knowing.
There's another kind of glance back.
I'm Jesus, that's why.
Oh my god. She finally just flops to look forward again. The I'm so done. Like just
Someone's
acceptance looking forward.
Pecks her on the cheek. But he said to be honest about it, Danielle. Does the hair flick? It's the hair, and everything. I just thought you would have picked up the signs.
It's not long enough to be Jesus' hair.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even look back saying it. You don't have the goatee, sorry. And I've yet to see you walk on water. Though if you can start turning water into wine, that would also be a very marketable skill.
I'll give me a few hours.
So, how long do I just stay here?
Well, we're gonna go sort out your brother. Once he's moved, I'm gonna talk to Ambrose and we're gonna try and get you guys set up with a place.
One around here?
Nah, we'll probably get you out of state just to be safe.
She finally actually turns around and, man, she's been kind of out of it. She's had trouble getting very serious or very earnest with her expressions, but the grateful, relieved look she throws over her shoulder is intensely real.
I told you I was gonna do that. Why would it change?
It's not a mark against you or anything, but a lot of people make promises.
Most people, I think you realize.
Guess not.
Hey, I came to get you, like I told you I would.
You did.
And I got you. Wraps his arms around her.
Yeah.
You're safe with me. Always.
Guess I don't know how to feel safe.
That's a work in progress.
All right, now feels a lot like house arrest.
Right now, it's just gotta keep yourself double careful.
I
And then
don't know what to do.
Well, you could learn how to maybe ask Ambrose to show you a thing or two about cars.
I can't even change my own tires.
Well, there you go then. That is your new objective. It won't be long. A couple of days. Maybe less. I might get you a place out of state and spins her around so she faces him fully.
Yep, she rolls over.
Then you can start. Because you got a house.
You're just gonna find a house.
Talk to Ambrose. He has people. He can probably help you get set up in a place that rent won't be hopefully too bad. There you go.
She kind of tucks her head in, just to shroud her face as she's like, "So I can get a little garden, just so I can go outside and watch you chop wood." Grinning.
That's what. Well, on one condition, he'll lift up her chin.
So
You let me in on the weekends.
I can't think of a single reason I wouldn't.
There you go. Then we're good.
Especially after all this.
Just because I got you a house.
I mean, that's better than what most married couples can do for each other anymore.
Oh, so we're a couple now.
Or at least we're being compared to one.
No,
Pokes his
no, no,
nose.
no, 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 no. You said we're a couple.
I said even most married couples can't afford a house off the bat. Least I could do is let you in on the weekends.
Okay then, girlfriend. Smirking.
You really sure you want to do that?
Why not?
Well, I come with a criminal record and a mountain of baggage.
I'm a serial killer who shoots pretty girls in the back of the head.
No, it's a potential serial killer
Yeah,
who
well,
kidnaps pretty girls, obviously.
yeah. Sure. Gotten you now, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty thoroughly kidnapped right now.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I could get away if I really wanted to.
Nah.
No?
Nope.
You don't think I could?
Smirking. Nah.
I mean, I've seen where he hangs the keys, I'm just saying.
Well, now you've told me. Besides, I've ways of making you stay.
Oh, yeah?
Nods.
Don't you have other things you have to do than entertain me? Keep me distracted and appeased?
Don't mind doing it for now. Why do you want me to leave?
No.
You seem very eager to.
Want to kick you out of this place that you got me?
Yeah.
Not even sure I can, really.
You just seem very eager for me to run off.
No.
It's almost like you're
Just
expecting me to.
maintaining an air of realism.
Well, flops over, so he's like, his hands are beside her face, so he's essentially lying on top of her. I've just told you what's about to happen.
She just kind of She tries to look off with the cheesy grin.
Turns her face so she locks eyes with him. Told you. I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay, Danielle.
Okay.
And you can be Queen Realism all you want as he pecks the side of her cheek. But here's what's going to happen. And I want you to be excited for that.
Did I miss a bit?
He'll say, I want you to be excited for that when you get your own place.
Oh, okay. It's not hard to be excited about the idea. It's just hard to believe in it.
Well, so far, I've given you plenty of faith to believe in.
To reach up, especially since he's like propped over, pull back some of the hair, tuck it behind his ear, grinning. Still a weird kid, you know that?
The weirdest. And yours.
Really don't do things halfway either, do you?
No. Do you?
Well, I usually try.
But
I mean, I've tried. You don't seem keen on letting it happen, though. Grins.
nope. Stuck with me, unfortunately.
There are worse things I could be stuck with. There are worse things I am stuck with.
Yeah. So
I
do you
really.
want me to stay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Weird being here by myself.
I got you. I can stay for another couple of hours. I'm only just a phone call away.
Well, yeah, but then I'd just call you every time you got to your car going out.
I don't mind that.
You have to have other things you've got to do.
I don't mind talking to you on the phone while I'm driving to do those other things.
Oh, there you go.
Practicality, you see.
Damned practicality. No. Don't go anywhere.
I won't. Think I'll just keep you here in bed.
She reaches up and tucks some of the hair behind his ear on the other side. I'll be okay with that.
Read you more of the book if you like.
You'd be okay with that too?
Just nod his head slowly.
And she'll finally like lean up, give him a peck of a kiss on the lips. Just a light one.
You reciprocate slightly.
You're weirdly intense too, you know that?
What do you mean?
She kind of shrugs. The whole jumping in with both feet.
Oh, interlocks fingers and hands. You reciprocated.
Not as hard as you did.
Now?
I still like it. I just feel like it's not fair.
What do you mean?
Shrugs. 'Cause all I want to do is run away.
I'll come get you.
Lucky thing you're not the thing I'm running from, isn't it? Otherwise,
Exactly.
that would be creepy. Kind of grins.
Like I said, just leave the door open and I'll pop in at the weekend. Just because you're running away doesn't mean I can't still be with you.
Seems like a hell of a commute.
And again, you're worth it.
You really know me.
Don't care.
How can you be sure I'm worth it?
He'll probably actually give a very, very, very passionate kiss on the lips afterwards, and then we'll just say it when he stops. Because you're just as scared as I am. All you want to do is run away. You're human and alive. It's the most natural thing I've met since all this started. That's how I know you're genuine.
They'll catch a note of like real kind of the lip biting, and there's even like a little bit of watery eyes. Not she's not like on the verge of crying or anything. It's just a very visual aspect of the emotional response when he says, "You're just as scared as I am, and all you want to do is run."
Peony or Katie. Free.
It's just it rings very true, and the idea that he can say that in a fond way is kind of shaking. Like it's a bit of a shock to the system. Because yeah, it's very true. She is fucking terrified, and all she wants to do is run away from it. It's a pretty good summary of her entire mindset on everything that's happened.
I'm gonna make sure you get away. Now when you're nice and safe.
Why aren't you running?
I can't.
Why?
Because would make sure people like you get away.
How many people like me are there?
Not more than you think. But none of them are quite like you.
Oh yeah?
touch her face. It's your smile.
Now you're just trying to butter me up.
No. Like I said, you're the most natural out of all of them. The most beautiful.
Now I definitely know you're trying to butter me up.
Just trying to butter you up, I would have kissed you already.
You did. She's grinning a bit broader with each comment. Finally just reaches up and like idly cups one of his cheeks in return. You know, thumbing over the cheekbone.
That was something else. Like I said, I was the weird kid in school. I wrote people poetry.
How many women did you have fawning over anonymous notes?
No?
What, you didn't go to see the results of your handiwork?
No.
She kind of tilts her head a bit.
Just too afraid.
Yeah.
Thought they'd think I was a freak.
I mean, the alternatives to be normal. That's pretty boring.
True. Besides, I got you now, so.
I just don't understand how.
Neither do I. Said quite genuinely with a smile.
Nobody wants something that's just looking for an excuse to run out of their reach.
You're not out of my reach. Are you?
No,
Even if you run?
no.
Will you? There you go then.
I'd still open the door for you.
Better. Whereas I have to jump in through the window and that'll be awkward for everybody.
Could ruin a perfectly good dinner party like that, you know.
Nods. It would.
But I can imagine. Can't even remember the last time I had a dinner party. I don't think I ever have.
Well, we'll have one together someday.
With all of our friends and family.
Maybe. Or just the two of us.
That's not a dinner party, that's a date.
Date would be nice.
Well, you know, uh, once I can do things like leave this house, we can talk about it.
Thought this was already a date. You know, gesturing to them in bed.
Oh, well, if this counts as a date, then I've had several.
I think we've been pretty intimate for a while.
Look, dates are not about being intimate. They're about sweating awkwardly into uncomfortable clothes, going to places you would never go otherwise, grinning.
I just thought dates were about spending time with the person you wanted to spend with.
Oh, well, if you're going to go put that spin on it.
Like, for example, I brought a book. It's technically a date.
That or it's a very elaborate booty call.
We don't have to have that. If you don't
I mean,
want to.
technically, I called you.
You did. But we don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm happy just being with you.
Are we? Man. She finally puts the other hand up as well, cupping both his cheeks. Just the way things are. Actually, treat me like I'm as broken as you know I am.
Treat you like you're broken.
Yeah. Be gentle so I don't shatter into a million pieces.
Well then, wraps her up in like the biggest like spoon, that type of thing.
She grins.
Puts the book in front of her. Chapter 6.
She does nestle back into him very comfortably. A lot of the tension has left off, especially as far as like her overall posture, how she's holding herself. And she does. She nestles back into him. You're ridiculous.
I am.
Getting kind of fond of it.
Good. I'm getting kind of fond of you too.
Still don't know why. I mean, I heard what you said before, but it's the strangest reason.
Well, I'm glad I met you, Danielle.
I'm glad I met you too.
Girlfriend. Smarking.
Yeah, why not? She snags a hold of one of the arms draped like over her to hold the book. Takes his hand away from the book just long enough to like kiss the back of it, let it go again.
Oh.
Why?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nope.
Sounds like something.
I just was, wasn't expecting you to reciprocate. Felt like I planned that whole speech during the mirror. Nope, never.
Baby steps. I know, and it's not. I think badly of you, but this is the kind of thing where I'm just kind of waiting for it to all dry up in the sun and blow away like dust.
There'll be some tough moments, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm here.
And she kind of hugs the one arm draped around her, like hugs it in tighter against her. You are. And when you're here, I can believe it.
Well, I'll try and stop over as much as I can before I get your brother out. Okay?
A bit of a nod.
And I'm only a phone call away. It's either that or I have to look you over my shoulder, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the plan, so.
I feel like it would.
Worth it, though. Smirking.
just because I'm not lying. Glances back.
Yeah. Exactly that. And because of the smile you're giving me now, you're blushing.
Well, the hands actually comes up to like idly check, like actually brushes over her cheek for a second. I'm not blushing.
A little bit.
You know I don't deserve you, right? Like if you're really, really on this for the long haul.
I am.
You know I don't deserve it, right?
I don't deserve it either. So, 2 peas in the pod.
I'm not giving you anything.
Give me you. Aren't you?
I don't feel like that's a lot.
Well, that is your opinion, Danielle, and it's a very valid one. But my opinion is the complete opposite. So we're just going to have to disagree for now.
Disagree to disagree? Is
Yep.
that what we're gonna do?
Yep. I am not changing my sentences. He like thumps his head against hers. Playfully. She just gets hit with the mop.
She grins and actually reaches up and like ruffles it around just because it's ridiculous and in her face. You know, if you're not careful, your hair's gonna get as long as mine.
Hmm.
And then I'll have to put you in druggy dreads, and then where we'll be.
Oh, God. Smirking.
Then everyone
Besides,
will come to you looking for a dime bag. Next thing you know.
besides, my hair's not that bad.
No. Just in that weird in between place where it doesn't quite fit your face again yet. Kind of plays with it a little bit. Tucks it back again.
Now, are we going to finish this book? Or...
She starts kind of rolling over. Or what?
Make a put some music. Sure, Ambrose doesn't freak out.
Let's go for some music.
Alright then. Do you want to end the scene there, Kitty? Because you know what's about to happen.
Yeah, I think we're in the scene there.